Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son. You won't see me in your...
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Lambo is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6 How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin here with a run by West. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Newton. Flush to his Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Manhertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. On 1st down, it's West. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, 93's the mic, 93.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. Pass it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Manhertz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. And that will force a turnover on downs. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Trubisky. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments are made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot. Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts. They lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They try again with Cohen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Cohen. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On first down, it's Cohen. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now it's Trubisky. This is Miller, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, and he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. So
now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson, 83 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with West. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Thomas has got it. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. West. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Second and 4 at the Bears' 32-yard line.
On the ground, it's West again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This is West. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 29, Trubisky, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Great.
Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton under pressure, and he'll go down. back at the 26-yard line. Olivier Vernon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Newton now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Boom! Yeah, baby!
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58, come on. Here we go, G. It's just me and you.
They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
That's it, baby. You got one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
We got this.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, Newton. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check it back.
This is Cohen. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Cohen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So now Newton and the Panthers down by 7. A minute 11 to go. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can.
20.
Newton steps away to his left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally. They feel they got a call.
Check, check. Lucky.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the